Okay, this will be my first time actually using a tripod. I actually wanted to demonstrate the scarification process for my blackberry seeds that I did last year. Okay, what I have here is, it says P100 sandpaper. It's a medium grit sandpaper, and what I'm doing is taking the seeds and rubbing them against the sandpaper to expose part of the seed coat, make it absorb water better. Okay, first I got here is seeds from a domesticated hybrid raspberry. Oh, domesticated hybrid blackberry. Open these up and begin the scarification process. The goal is just to smooth the outside seed coating, not necessarily to expose the inner seed. Just enough to, you just need to rub off enough of the seed coat so that it absorbs water. Get like a dozen or so seeds and rub them against the sandpaper like this. Okay. Okay, if I can get a close look, you notice before a scarification process is complete, there are some slight ribs on the seed coat. A lot of those should disappear after the scarification process. Yeah, it's a little fiddly to do. For larger batches, you're probably better off soaking them in an acid bath. But these are small amounts, so they're not entirely necessary. Okay. Don't know if this shows up on camera. After a while, you'll notice the seeds will start to get smooth and the ribs disappear that we saw earlier. Once it happens, you can go ahead and begin soaking them in the ramekin overnight. Now, in order to save time, I will cut out the scarification of the other seeds. One thing I believe it's necessary to mention is that the scarification process may actually be easier to manage doing one seed at a time. This is exactly why this is more suited for small quantities of seeds than large quantities. Okay, here are the rupus species, the blackberry and raspberry seeds. They are now soaking in the ramekins. They need to soak overnight for about 12 hours or to 24 hours. The following morning or afternoon, I will take the seeds out, drain the water out, and plant them into seed starter pots. Keep them in the ground over winter for them to stratify in the cold weather. The whole idea of this procedure is to mimic as close as possible the process that the raspberry seeds go through when they get swallowed by an animal and go through the digestive tract where the seed coat gets degraded partially when exposed to stomach acid. Because I don't have the means to replicate the stomach acid, I had to use the sandpaper. Now, the following morning, I will continue filming. Okay, so these seeds have now been soaking for about 12 hours. Now I need to skim off the seeds that are still floating here and drain the water out and go ahead and plant them in pots. Now let's begin. Here are the seeds with all the water drained out and some pots. I plan on adding about 5 or 6 seeds per pot. There's a chance I might run out of potting soil or starter soil in this case. And cover them lightly with dirt. These are rather small seeds, so they really don't need much soil to cover them. Let's begin. Okay, now for the procedure, I thought it fitting that I show how I'm sowing the seeds. In this case, I'm only using a pinch for 5 or 6 seeds, putting in a shallow hole. These are my domesticated blackberry seeds. Poke them in here. And then just bury it lightly. I'm planting a couple seeds here, but that's the general process. And then afterwards, wet the pot carefully with water and leave it out for winter. Blackberry and raspberry seeds. Okay, I have black raspberry here. There's a wild mint. I planted in another video. Wild blackberry, black raspberries, some domesticated raspberry, blackberry, more black raspberries, and back on the other side. More wild blackberry, and more wild blackberry. Now I need to get inside before it starts raining on me. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll update when they sprout, hopefully.